Man, it's been 9 months, can you believe it? What's up, riders? Old Man Ronin here, and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, if you saw in the intro there, it's been 9 months since we've had the Meteor 350. Wow, has time flown by. And I gotta tell you, there's a lot of things I want to talk about during this 9-month review. Stay tuned. You know, guys, I don't really do reviews unless I've had over 1,000 miles in the seat. We've got over 3,000 miles on the Meteor, considering the fact that we've got the Himalayan, all the Harleys, and I've been riding a tremendous amount of other motorcycles over the last couple of weeks. This thing here just does everything that you could possibly want. There is one negative, guys, and I'm going to wait to the end to tell you what that is. But as far as, get out of the way, Chipmunk, as far as the positives on this motorcycle, I'm riding the W800 as I'm filming this too. It's a great motorcycle. I really love the look. The engine is absolutely beautiful. But I'll tell you what, this bike right here, no vibration whatsoever in comparison. Now, it has that tactile feel that I want to have in a motorcycle, that you're going to feel a little bit in your butt. It doesn't have a tack. I forgot to turn my turn signal off. Go! Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, what I was getting at was, I love the tactile response of the engine. How it, another day with animals on the road. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're in a high, folks. We're in a high. But getting back to my point again, what I wanted to tell you was, I love the tactile feeling as far as I can know how I am on the rev range or the RPM range, and that way I know when to shift. I love to be able to feel it for that reason and that reason only. But these bars, man, I don't get any vibration out of them. The pegs, I don't get any vibration out of them. Now, I have on this particular motorcycle, when I got it, again, this was a press bike from Royal Enfield, North America, and they had the wide pegs on it, which I am so glad. I like to call them mini floorboards because that's what they feel like, and they're really comfortable that way. They're so comfortable that I actually bought a pair of another pair of them for the back of the bike here for Iron Lady when she rides double or two up with me. And that brings me to another point. This thing is phenomenal two up. It does. Again, we can cruise at 70 miles an hour running down the road, no issue. No issue whatsoever. And where we take this motorcycle is for easy peasy style cruising. In other words, we're doing mostly state routes. We're not getting really up on the super highways. You can do it. It's going to be limited, obviously, because of the size of the engine. And you know, it's not fair even in comparison. That'd be like saying, well, I want to take my Honda Cub up there on the highway. You have to know its limitations. And if you know the limitations and realize what it's made for, you will and ride where, I mean, you're not going to take a dirt bike on the highway either. You're just not going to do it. I mean, I have. Shh, don't tell the po-po. But the reality of it is, you got to know what the bike is made for, and it's made for all roads except for the interstate, and because it's a 350. Well, that factor in its own right will tell me that this bike is absolutely perfect for me, because I don't really ride the interstate all that much. I mean, you know, I've mentioned this before. Charles Kuralt of 60 Minutes used to say the U.S. highway or the interstate system is the quickest way to go cross country without seeing a damn thing, and that's exactly true, which is why I don't ride that much unless I have to, unless I got to get somewhere quick on the super highway, because to me it's boring as hell. I would much rather be doing this, you know, these curvy roads here and this part of Ohio, and how easy it is to ride. And you know, I mean, I'm riding one hand on these corners, you know, I'm using the throttle. I'm not using the friction zone because I don't need to. I'm not going that fast, but I can touch the front brake and load up my front end a little bit. Now, if I was getting really aggressive, I could do that with this bike too in these corners. But again, it's part of the easy peasy, and it's the attitude you want to take as far as when you're riding. Do you want to go 90 miles an hour? Well, that's the place for the Continental GT. The Continental GT will take you at those high speeds in these corners, and and it's perfect for that. But this motorcycle for a cruiser style, and that's exactly what this is. I call it the Ultralight Cruiser. This thing will do anything you ask it to do in these kind of roads. Just beautiful, scenery, fun, easy peasy cruising. And I haven't even used that term in a while. There's all kind of stuff out today. Easy peasy cruising, and just really fun, relaxing, enjoyable motorcycle riding. And that's what motorcycling's all about. But we're out here cruising. Like I say, I'm on the highway, not the highway, but I'm on the state route right now, and I'm here at 60 miles an hour, and beautiful countryside. Again, my 9-month review. I love this way this thing handles. The handling of this motorcycle is as good as any motorcycle I've ever been on. It handles the corners perfectly. I mean, like I said, I'm doing 60. I don't know the RPM, but I can feel that I'm not even close to being at the top end, and I can throttle up and you can feel it pull a little bit. If I needed more acceleration, I could downshift in the RPM range I'm in right now. But, you know, the handling, the way that the engine rides, this engine is silky smooth, guys. I say that all the time. It's got that enough tactile feeling that you can tell. Like right now I'm riding and I don't feel any vibration. I'm doing what, 55 to 60 miles an hour. I don't feel any vibration in the foot pegs. I don't feel any vibration in the handlebars. Right there's over 60, and I just kind of want to run her up to 70 miles an hour here to show you. And it'll take it to the electronic limiter. And right there it is, 70, 72. That's about as much as you're going to get out of it. And to be honest with you, on these kind of roads, that's plenty. We really don't need to go any faster than that on these back roads, because, you know, you've seen those deer pop out and some of the other critters that are on the road. But as far as the engine giving me everything I needed to do, and again, it is a 350. And when you get that into your head and realize that this thing can do anything up to 70 miles an hour you ask it to do, except, you know, run a really quick quarter mile. Nice. And if you agree with me, guys that are watching this video that have a 350 or thinking about a Meteor 350, go check out this motorcycle and put it down in the comments what you think of it as well too. But I'll tell you, riding these roads, you know, first thing this morning I used the air moto to check the air pressure, and of course this time of year with constant temperatures or similar temperatures, you're not really going to lose that much air pressure. So we didn't really have to do anything, put it on there, it was where it needed to be, and that's all she wrote. But that's why I carry that air moto with me, because you never know if there was like a big change in temperature, or if you have a slow leak you don't know about. But not so much with this motorcycle. I haven't had a bit of problems with it in 9 months. Zero issues. I do have to make some cosmetic changes on this motorcycle, and that's because this was a Royal Enfield press bike, and apparently motorcycle riders don't know how to ride because this bike has been dropped on the left-hand side, and the turn signal on the left-hand side needs to be replaced, and the mirror has some scratches in it. And you guys know me, I don't like that kind of stuff. Hey, I finally turned off my turn signal. So we're going to be doing some stuff like that, and I'll actually film me replacing the turn signal up here, replacing the mirror, and there's a little scratch on the clutch handle here, and there is one other little ding on the gas tank. I can't do anything about that. You're never going to get that out. It's not a scratch, but it's like, I don't know, they bumped it up against something, but it is what it is. Not that big a deal. Like I said, this bike had almost 500 miles on it when we got it, and they were using it for a press bike to have some, you know, kind of like what I did down in Savannah. The difference is I didn't drop the bike. Hey, what's that? Did you guys see that? Guess what that means, guys? It's time again for another Old Man Ronin giveaway. And this month, the entire month of June, we're giving away Dura Coating waxes and polishes. So if you guys have watched a lot of my videos or seen my Instagram posts, I get a lot of comments on the Road King that we rebuilt. I mean, the thing's got over 100,000 miles on it. It's over 20 years old, and it looks like it just came right out of the showroom. And the reason why is Dura Coating polishes and waxes, because guys, I don't spend a lot of money. So what I did instead is I used Dura Coating metal polish to bring back the chrome to, I mean, it's near perfect. And I say near perfect because, you know, it is over 20 years old. But the whole idea of it is it brings it back so you can't even tell it. And then of course I used the, since I didn't repaint it, I used the polishes to bring the paint finish back as well too. And the bike looks fantastic. I love it. I swear to God, people think, if they don't know much about Harley Davidson, they'll come up and say, man, is that a 2021? Because it looks that good. And the whole reason why I have Dura Coating as a sponsor this month, not of me, but of you guys, they're giving away weekly prize packages for Dura Coating. And last week winner was... How you get it is simple. Be a subscriber, comment below what time you saw little Ronin go by on his motorcycle, and of course email me to oldmanronin@gmail.com, and you'll put you in the running for one of these fantastic prize packages from Dura Coating. And man, the stuff is amazing. That's all I'll say. I went after them. They didn't come after me. I went after them and said, guys, please give away some of your products, because people are gonna, once they try it, they're gonna buy it. Well, you know, I promised to tell you one thing I didn't like about this motorcycle, and it's kind of a major thing for me, but it has nothing to do with Royal Enfield. Well, maybe it does a little bit. I can't find saddlebags that are inexpensive enough to save my frickin' life, and that's really irritating, because I want something that I don't really like the throw-over bags. That's not me. I want something I can mount there permanently, but yet take off once in a while, kind of like what I do with the Road King. And what I mean by that is I need to have some decent racks along the side that are small, but yet will hold the bags down and keep them from bumping up against stuff. I can't find anything that is small. Everything that I found, well, I take that back. I have found one thing, and it's out of Italy, but it's over $1,000 for the racks and the bags, and that's well way out of old man Ronin's budget. I mean, I haven't paid that much on full motorcycles in a long time. Not this one, obviously. But the reality of it is, I can't find them. The ones that are available out of India have this big god-awful looking rack, and I just don't like the way they look. Royal Enfield really should make small saddlebags for both sides. I know they make the one that's that looks like a, what do you call it, your courier for messages and stuff, and that's not me. I don't like the way it looks. She'll scoot. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. You know, it was a lot of fun to make, and I'll tell you what, it's basically, I've changed my mind about the Meteor 350, and I can only say that about a couple motorcycles in my entire lifetime. One of them was the Road King. The other one was the Softail Deluxe, and of course, you know, the Himalayan was way up there too. Now it's the Meteor 350, and I guarantee you this, I will never sell this bike. This puppy's with me till death do us part. I love this motorcycle, and I will have it forever. I will simply adore the Meteor 350. Well, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification button, share and comment. You know I read all the comments, and comment on as many as I possibly can. Until next time, guys, ride safe. Make sure you get out there and test ride one of these motorcycles. I think you'll love it just as much as I do. And above all, keep her on two wheels, baby.